Hi, this is Spike Bayan. I'm president of the National Vapors Club. Welcome to the first edition of NVC News. This is a new program where we're going to give you monthly updates on e-cigarette current events, news, and industry and community updates. The first issue we wanted to bring up was the local bans happening all over the country. There's smaller areas and townships that have been trying to ban e-cigarettes by making them part of the Indoor Clean Air Act. And putting them into smoking legislation to say that e-cigarettes are the same as smoking. Obviously, we know this is not true, but we need to educate our legislators on this. A number of National Vapors Club representatives have gone and spoken at different ban hearings. 4 of the 5 board members of National Vapors Club attended the Northampton, Massachusetts ban, so thank you to them for attending and speaking. Thank you also to the National Vapors Club members who attended and spoke at this event. There's also news coverage on this event linked to our website at vaporsclub.com. It says NVC in the news on the right-hand side of our website. Also, thank you to Jerry166 from ECF, e-cigarette-forum.com, who attended the Lowell, Indiana hearing and spoke against the bill banning e-cigarettes and on behalf of e-cigarette users. So thank you to him for attending. We'd also like to thank Elaine, or Vocal EK, Elaine Keller from e-cigarette forum. She attended a ban hearing in Savannah, Georgia, which was sponsored by CASA National Vapors Club. For her to attend the hearing and speak to the legislators and educate them about e-cigarettes. She was permitted 15 minutes, I believe, to speak in front of them, and she did speak on behalf of us and educated them quite a bit on e-cigarettes, but the e-cigarettes were still included in the ban. Apparently there was nothing that could change their minds. I also attended Albany County hearing for a ban hearing that they were trying to ban e-cigarettes anywhere that smoking is disallowed in Albany County, New York. The intent of the legislation includes the drive or intent to ban e-cigarettes wherever smoking is disallowed. But the bill actually does not do that, and we're hoping that they will not include it, so we went to speak in favor of excluding that language from the bill so that they would hopefully only ban sales to minors. National Vapors Club strongly encourages bans on sales to minors. There's also recently a ban on Air Force bases and on one Marine base. Information on that can be found at vaporsforum.com in the news and campaigning section, and I believe also on e-cigarette forum. There's also a recent newsworthy story in Colombia, Bogota, Colombia, and all of Colombia, where the health ministry stated that all e-cigarettes should be pulled off the shelves, should not be allowed to be sold, contained poison and antifreeze, because we all know they love the antifreeze. And Colombia has banned e-cigarette sales and use, I believe. We have Carlos Cure down there trying to fight it. They've organized a number of people to get together to try and speak against the bans and try and explain to the health ministry some of the facts and give them some of the scientific evidence. And we're hoping that it will help. For those who are not aware, e-cigarettes were in a front page article in the Wall Street Journal recently, featuring Signot.com and PureSmoker.com, so congratulations to them for being in that article. Congratulations to David Kesmodel, who wrote the article, for doing a fantastic job of educating non-vapors about what's going on in the e-cigarette community and giving them some more truthful information than what they've been getting in the past. I would like to give a special thanks to April and Just Ducky from vaporsforum.com for helping to run Vape Fest. For those of you who did not get to attend Midwest Vape Fest took place in St. Louis a couple of weeks ago. We had almost 200 vapors attend the event. There were 14 or 15 vendors who sponsored the event, along with National Vapors Club, who ran the event. And we had some fantastic volunteers helping us: Sonia Tech, April, Just Ducky, and myself and J.K. Bonin from Vapors Forum were National Vapors Club representatives at the event. Midwest Vape Fest was a huge success, and we raised almost $2,000, which will be donated to IVAQS research. You can get more information on that at IVAQS.com, IVAQS.com. Also, shortly after that event, we had large donations from a couple of vendors for the IVAQS study. We want to thank Signot.com for donating $5,000 to IVAQS research, PureSmoker.com for donating $10,000 to IVAQS research, and Digital Cigs, My Vapor Store, and Alt Smoke for making significant contributions to IVAQS research. If you're a vendor and you're interested in contributing to IVAQS research and helping us study e-cigarettes and indoor air quality in vaping environments, please contact us through the website IVAQS.com. National Vapors Club will be attending the New York Senate hearing on the Clean Indoor Air Act. After making decisions in 2003 on the Clean Indoor Air Act in New York without consulting the people who it affected, New York State has decided that they would like to get other people who are affected by the Clean Indoor Air Act's opinion on what they should and should not do. So a number of bills relating to smoking, nicotine, e-cigarettes, indoor use, clean indoor air are all going to be discussed, and people who are supporting and opposed to the bills will be have been invited to speak. National Vapors Club was invited to speak at the event in regards to e-cigarettes, and we'll be sending a representative to speak at the event. I'm sure by now all of you have heard about the FDA press release. The FDA has sent a letter to the Electronic Cigarette Association, which is not currently active. They've also sent letters to 5 vendors, e-cigarette vendors, who they've said have made health claims or have poor manufacturing practice and who will be required to meet with certain regulations in order to comply with FDA standards to be regulated as a drug product. For those of you who don't know or don't understand, the majority of the advocates in the e-cigarette community do not advocate regulation as a drug product. E-cigarettes are not used as a product to quit smoking and then stop using them. They're used as a recreational alternative to smoking tobacco cigarettes. For the reason that e-cigarettes would be banned for many, many years during extensive clinical trials and millions of dollars worth of research, we would like to see e-cigarettes regulated instead as a tobacco product, which is more suited to the way that they're used. We're hopeful that the FDA will finally start to regulate the product as a tobacco product, despite their insistence that it's a drug delivery device. Most of the vendors have not made comment yet about the letters, so we'll have to wait in the coming weeks to see their responses to the FDA letters and requests for either change of their marketing practices or change of their product and sale as a drug delivery device. We're hopeful that most of the vendors will comply with the demands to change their website rather than complying to submitting as a drug delivery product. These products are not being used as drug delivery products, and it's not necessary to get FDA approval as a drug delivery product when the FDA now has the right to regulate tobacco products in the same way. So we hope, and we've asked the FDA to please regulate the products as a tobacco product. We've sent them a list of regulations that we feel would make sense for e-cigarettes and would make the e-cigarette community safer and protect us, from bad e-liquid and bad mixing practices. So we're hoping that the FDA will receive those regulations and accept, a compromise to be able to regulate the product as a tobacco product, which is how it's being used. If you've not seen the new Vapors Club website yet, you can go to vaporsclub.com. You can see our newly designed website. We also have a link on there, top of the page, that says How to Vape. If you click on that, it will take you to howtovape.com, which is an excellent website for new e-cigarette users who know nothing about it or who are trying to learn about vaping before buying a product. So again, that website is howtovape.com, and it's linked from our website at vaporsclub.com. Also linked at the top of our website is the information on our IVAQS raffle, which is happening in the next week or so, IVAQS.com, and you can get information on what products are being raffled off and what the prizes are. You can purchase tickets online at IVAQS.com. We also suggest that you sign up for our newsletter. If you go to vaporsclub.com and click join our mailing list, there's a checkbox to check off newsletter. You can also check off the state that you're in or surrounding states if you want information on bans in those local areas. So we encourage you to sign up for the mailing list so that we can notify you when there's a ban in your area and if there's something that you can do to help. Thank you for watching NVC News. If you'll join our mailing list, we'll notify you about future episodes of NVC News and other updates and current events in the vaping community. Thank you for watching.